What do you get when you mix superpowers, spandex, and relationship drama? A recipe for toxicity that'd make even the most dysfunctional reality TV couple blush. Welcome to African Reads Comics, where today we're diving headfirst into the most toxic relationships in comics. Those train wrecks of romance, rivalry, and regret that keep us hooked despite the red flags waving like a matador's cape. These aren't your average he forgot to text back dramas. These are epic, cape-flapping, world-ending messes that somehow still make us root for the chaos. We've scoured the multiverse to bring you the creme de la creme of comic book dysfunction. Harley Quinn and the Joker, Batman and the Joker, Cyclops and Jean Grey, Daredevil and Elektra, and because we're African Reads Comics, Storm and Black Panther. Expect sarcasm, sharper than Wolverine's claws, wit faster than the Flash, and a few hot takes, spicier than Ghost Rider's chili. Why do we love these disasters? Maybe it's the drama, maybe it's the tragedy, or maybe it's just that we're suckers for a good story, even when it's a masterclass in how not to relationship. So buckle up, grab your popcorn and maybe a therapist's number, and let's explore these toxic tangles. From abusive clowns to obsessive vigilantes, we'll unpack the mess, laugh at the madness, and maybe even learn a thing or two about love, trust, and why dating in spandex is a terrible idea. Ready? Let's swing into the chaos, because in comics, love isn't just blind, it's apparently immune to common sense. Let's kick things off with the poster children for toxic relationships, Harley Quinn and the Joker. If you've ever wondered what happens when a brilliant psychiatrist trades her PhD for pigtails and a psychopathic clown, this is it. Harley's descent from Dr. Harlan Quinzel to the Joker's loyal sidekick is like watching a rom-com written by someone who hates happiness, and we can't look away. Their story starts in Batman, the animated series with Mad Love, a tale penned by Paul Dini that's equal parts heartbreaking and horrifying. Joker, the green-haired embodiment of chaos, seduces Harley with his twisted charm, turning her into his accomplice, punching bag, and occasional human shield. It's a relationship built on manipulation, violence, and Harley's baffling devotion. Think Bonnie and Clyde, but with more face paint and fewer functioning brain cells. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being a healthy partnership and 10 being run for the hills, Harley and Joker are a solid 11. Joker's greatest hits include pushing Harley out of windows, leaving her for dead, and using her as bait for Batman. In Mad Love, he literally tosses her out of their hideout because she dared to upstage him by catching the Dark Knight. Romantic, right? Nothing says I love you like a concussion and a get back in line glare. And yet, Harley keeps coming back. It's like she's addicted to the chaos, or maybe she just really likes the color purple. In the new 52's Suicide Squad #1, she's still pining for her pudding even after he skins a guy alive to send her a message. Girl, if your man's love letter involved taxidermy, it's time to swipe left. Let's be real. Harley's devotion is the kind of loyalty you'd expect from a golden retriever, not a woman who once aced Psych 101. Oh, he only tried to kill me 3 times this week. Progress. It's absurd, tragic, and darkly hilarious, like a sitcom where the laugh track is just screams. Joker's the guy who'd ghost you, then show up at 3 a.m. with a bomb and a miss me grin. And Harley, she's the one texting back, yes, boo, let's blow up Gotham together. Paul Dini has said Harley was inspired by a friend stuck in an abusive relationship, which adds a grim layer of reality to this cartoonish calamity. In the comics, Harley Quinn #25, 2016, shows her finally breaking free, but it's a long road. Early stories like Batman Adventures #12 lean hard into the abuse, with Joker treating her like a disposable toy. Adaptations like Suicide Squad 2016 try to soften it, giving Harley more agency. But the comics don't sugarcoat it. This is domestic violence in fishnets. Here's the hot take. Harley's enduring popularity might be a problem. She's a feminist icon to some, breaking free, kicking ass, loving Poison Ivy, but her Joker era gets romanticized. Movies and fan art often frame it as quirky, chaotic love, not the abuse it is. Are we accidentally glamorizing toxicity by slapping a heart eyes filter on a monster? Tell me I'm wrong in the comments. I dare you. Despite the horror, Harley and Joker's dynamic hooks us because it's a twisted mirror of real-world struggles. Love blinding you to red flags, the cycle of leaving and returning. Plus, their over-the-top antics, like blowing up a chemical plant to say I'm sorry, are pure comic book absurdity. It's awful, but it's never boring. Next up, Batman and the Joker, the ultimate hero-villain tango. That's less, will they, won't they, and more, will he ever end this? This isn't romance in the traditional sense, but it's a relationship so obsessive it might as well be. Joker's fixated on Batman like a stalker with a Pinterest board, and Batman's refusal to kill him keeps this toxic cycle spinning like a fidget spinner from hell. Their dynamic peaks in The Killing Joke, 1988, by Alan Moore, where Joker tries to break Batman by proving one bad day can ruin anyone. Spoiler, it doesn't work, but the dance continues. From the campy 60s Batman TV show to the gritty Dark Knight film, they're locked in a codependent spiral. Neither can quit. This lands at an 8 because it's not abusive in the physical sense. Well, not always, but it's emotionally exhausting. Joker thrives on Batman's attention. Think Death of the Family, 2012, where he carves off his own face to get back to basics with bats. Batman, meanwhile, won't cross his no-kill line, even as Joker racks up bodies. It's like a chess game where neither wants to win because then the fun's over. Batman and Joker are that couple who keep breaking up and getting back together, except instead of arguing over who left the dishes out, they're debating who gets to blow up Gotham this week. You complete me, Joker purrs, and Batman's like, yeah, with therapy bills. Their rooftop rendezvous are basically date nights with more punching. Romantic if you're into restraining orders. Detective Comics number 64, 1942 kicked off this rivalry, but it's evolved into a psychological war. The Dark Knight Returns, 1986, shows an older Batman still haunted by Joker who fakes death just to mess with him. Creators like Grant Morrison argued they're two sides of the same coin, order and chaos needing each other. Deep, right? Here's the spicy bit. Batman's as guilty as Joker for this mess. By not ending him, say in Batman number 663, where Joker's paralyzed and still cackling, Batman perpetuates the violence. Is he a hero or an enabler? Some say Joker's chaos is Batman's fault for not snapping that scrawny neck. Fight me in the comments. It's a study in obsession and morality wrapped in capes and cackles. We're drawn to the tension. Will Batman break his code? Will Joker ever win? It's a soap opera with higher stakes and worse hygiene. Cyclops and Jean Grey are the X-Men's power couple, or power disaster, depending on the day. Their love stories a roller coaster of death, resurrection, and Wolverine-shaped speed bumps, peaking with the Dark Phoenix saga, Uncanny X-Men 129 to 137, 1980. Jean's Phoenix possession and Cyclops' brooding make this a mutant mess of epic proportion. A 7 because it's not abusive, but it's trained to breaking. John dies a lot, Cyclops cheats, New X-Men number 114 with Emma Frost, and the Phoenix turns their romance into cosmic collateral damage. Add Wolverine sniffing around, and it's a love triangle, sharper than adamantium. Cyclops and Jean's relationship is a soap opera on steroids. Death, clones, alternate timelines. It's a wonder they have time for romance between Jean's I'm back parties and Scott's I'm brooding in my visor phases. Honey, I'm the Phoenix again. Worst pillow talk ever. Their saga starts in X-Men number 1, 1963. But the Dark Phoenix saga is the toxicity jackpot. Jean's power corrupts her. Cyclops can't save her and she dies temporarily. Later, Astonishing X-Men number 1, 2004, digs into the guilt and grief. It's Shakespeare with laser eyes. Cyclops gets flack for moving on with Emma, but Jean's no saint. Her Phoenix flings a mind games mess with Scott's head. Maybe they're both toxic, clinging to a high school crush in a world of mutants. Who's worse, you decide. It's relatable. Jealousy, loss, duty, amped up by superhero stakes. We root for them despite the drama, hoping they'll figure it out between apocalypses. Daredevil and Elektra are passion personified. Violent, doomed passion. Frank Miller's Daredevil, number 168, 1981, introduces Elektra as Matt Murdock's college sweetheart turned assassin. Their love reignites in blood and betrayal, a dance of knives and Catholic guilt. A 9 because it's explosive. Elektra's amorality clashes with Daredevil's morals. See Daredevil number 181, where she dies in his arms after Bullseye skewers her. They bring out the worst in each other, yet can't stay away. Daredevil and Elektra are fire and gasoline, hot, messy, and guaranteed to end in flames. I love you, she says, stabbing a ninja. I love you too, he replies, brooding in the rain. Relationship goals if your goal is a restraining order. Miller's run defines them. Daredevil 174 to 182 is a tragic opera of love and loss. Elektra's resurrected in 190, but the damage is done. Their Netflix fling keeps their vibe. Sexy, stabby, and sad. Is Elektra redeemable, or does Daredevil's savior complex make it worse? Some say he should have let her go. Her death was poetic, not a fix-it project. Debate below. It's Greek tragedy in spandex. Fate, flaws, and fatal attraction. We love the chaos, even if it's doomed. Storm and Black Panther's marriage, Black Panther number 18, 2006, was a milestone. Two African icons uniting, Wakanda and the X-Men, but it crashes in Avengers vs. X-Men number 9, 2012, when T'Challa annuls it over superhero politics. Royalty doesn't guarantee happily ever after. A 6 because it's less abusive, more circumstantial. Political games and poor writing tanked it. Off-panel wedding, annulment via war. Still, it's a letdown. Storm and T'Challa's marriage was a royal wedding. Meets superhero team up. But even kings and weather goddesses can't dodge comic book divorce. I do off-panel, I don't in a civil war. Thanks Marvel for the romance. Regional Hodlin's Black Panther run builds it up, but RVX tears it down. Fans cried foul. Two black heroes deserved better than a plot device. Breakup. Was it editorial meddling or a legit flaw? Some say Marvel botched a cultural win for cheap drama. Thoughts? It's a rare African spotlight, flawed but groundbreaking. We wanted more, but the toxicity reflects comics' love for twist over depth. So, what have we learned from this video? Romp through comic book chaos. That superheroes suck at relationships as much as they rock at punching villains. Harley and Joker teach us love can be a straitjacket. Batman and Joker prove obsessions a two-way street. Cyclops and Jean show external forces can crack even true love. Daredevil and Elektra remind us passion can kill, and Storm and Black Panther reveal even royalty isn't immune to drama. These toxic tales grip us because they're human, flawed, messy, amplified by capes and cosmic stakes. We laugh, cringe, and argue over them, seeing our own struggles in the spandex. Maybe they're cautionary tales, or maybe we just love the explosions. Controversy time. Batman's enabling Joker. Harley's fandom glamorizes abuse. Cyclops isn't the only bad guy. Elektra's better off dead, and Storm's marriage was a missed opportunity. Agree? Disagree? Hit the comments. I'm ready for the fight. Next time you're swiping through dating apps, if they list chaotic evil as their alignment, maybe swipe left. Unless you're into that, in which case, good luck, you'll need it. Thanks for joining African Reads Comics on this wide ride. What's your toxic pick? Let's talk.